I have struggled with the topic of focus versus fun so much ever since high school, and it's like driven me crazy over my college experience. And I think one of the reasons why this topic has been so difficult for me is because we're at a day and age where we can get access to every single successful person's mind on the planet through YouTube, through Instagram, through TikTok. And so when you start consuming content from an Alex Hormozi who says it all the time, and he says, don't have fun in your 20s, don't go out, don't meet people, you don't need friends, all you need to do is put your head down and work. Well, then me as a 15, 16-year-old, 17-year-old high school kid is saying that's what I should do right now. I shouldn't have fun. I shouldn't go meet people. Who cares about friends? I should start cutting off my life source and connection to the open world, and I should just sit down and grind. But what am I grinding for? It doesn't make any sense. And so I've struggled with this since high school, and I struggled with it a lot in college, and I still do. But from my own experience, here's my opinion on the topic of focus versus fun. If I would do it again, I would have fun when I do not have a worthwhile goal. In high school, my worthwhile goal was to be able to play baseball at the best academic school I could possibly get into. And so therefore, I didn't go out much. I was working hard. In the summer, we were traveling on the weekends. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to miss out on some parties, but it's a freaking worthwhile goal that I'm going towards. In college, at the start of college, what's my worthwhile goal? I don't really have a worthwhile goal. I'm just trying to get the best grades as possible and figure out, I guess, what I want to do after school. Is that something that's big enough that should keep me from going out and meeting people and rejuvenating my life source? I'm an extrovert. I get motivation from significance. Cutting that off and saying, I just need to sit in my room, get to bed early, and work out in the gym, that is taking a major life source away from me. And the biggest issue is I'm not working towards a worthwhile goal. So is that valid? On the other hand, when it's time to focus, from my experience, I think there is a lot of merit to having your fun phase and going out and partying. Study abroad did that for me. I was going out and we were partying almost every single day. We were traveling all over the place, was not locked in at all. But after a while, studying abroad, 2 months into studying abroad, I just lost the love for that because you figure out that you don't get fulfillment from it. It's the same thing every single day and you just feel empty inside because you go out because it's an escape from reality. You go out because it prevents you from sitting in your room at night feeling guilty that you're not working towards anything and you don't have a purpose in this life. And so this whole message ties around the word purpose for focus. The minute you sit down and you identify a purpose, you identify a worthwhile goal, that's time where the fun takes a little bit of the hit and you actually outgrow escaping reality and going out and partying. And it gives you more motivation to just stay in and work towards something. But if you don't have that purpose, I would not sit in your room and try to get to bed early and just do everything for nothing. And just stay in because you think that's going to make you successful. It's a very good habit to build and it's a foundation, which is helpful. But if there is no purpose at the end of the day, it's more of a cycle of restriction. And then you want to crave that stuff. And then someday when you get that purpose and then you don't go out, you're going to regret not going out. Or since you never experienced it back then when you had no purpose, you're going to start trying to live out your fun phase when you really should be living out your focus phase. It's a slippery slope, and I'm dealing with it a lot right now. But what I will say is the minute I identified my purpose, and I truly felt a calling for it, was the minute that my drive to go out and drink and do all that stuff, it just flushed down the toilet. Like the purpose is the essence of what we live for as human beings. And I wish I could go back and tell my younger self this. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Somewhere on the screen should direct you to somewhere else in our channel. But as always, believe foolishly.